Hey guys, by popular demand, here's a compilation of Junji Ito stories for you to listen to. Anyways, I hope you all enjoy. Story number 1.
I recently moved into a different apartment. It's a 2DK, built in 1990. It's got its own veranda, facing south, and gets good sunlight, even though it's on the first floor. Even so, rent is pretty cheap, and I think I know why. Across from the veranda, it's a sea of graves.
She stared out through her veranda, analyzing the gravestones meticulously, until...
I'm glad I picked this place, 'cause it's cheap and all, but it really is creepy. Welcome to my place now, Oto.
This is the famous graveyard place, eh, Mimi? You sure are a quirky girl moving into a place like this. Pretty lonely graveyard, eh?
Almost nobody ever comes here. A lot of these graves don't seem to be looked after. Hey, Naoto, what do you think that is? I've been wondering for a while.
She pointed toward a large mound in the middle of the graveyard. Huh? Is it a burial mound, maybe?
A burial mound? What is that?
Well, when they bury people, they pile up the dirt like that. Then, by the time the body is decomposed, the ground will be leveled out again.
No way. You mean this cemetery has burial plots? Quit trying to scare me. This is the city, you know?
I guess you're right. They wouldn't be burying people here these days. Sorry, Mimi. Don't even worry about it. But Mimi still couldn't help but feel a little uneasy. Later that night...
I can't stop thinking about it. I hope those aren't really burial plots.
She glanced over. That was when she started to hear a strange sound. It was some sort of scraping. Continued to chime from outside her window.
Huh? What is that?
She opened the curtain, peering outside. But unfortunately, to her dismay,
It's way too dark to see anything.
the volume of the strange sound continued to increase. The next day, when she was walking out from her apartment unit,
Really now, what was all that noise last night?
she noticed a muscular man lifting weights. She greeted him.
Good morning.
Oh, howdy. Morning.
Hey, did you hear any weird noises last night?
Noises?
Yeah, these odd sounds coming from the cemetery in the middle of the night.
Sorry. Guess I didn't notice. But it is a cemetery. Maybe a weasel was going through people's offerings or something.
Oh, maybe. I guess. No way. It wasn't just some weasel.
That was when she passed by that strange burial mound once again. She stared at it for a moment as sweat dripped down her cheek. However, today she noticed something peculiar.
What the? The headstone is crooked. Is it supposed to be like that? No, look. It's all marked up where it's been moved. Why is it like that?
That night, once again, she heard the strange grinding noise. But to make matters worse, the sound was even louder.
After that, I started hearing those noises just about every night. Is that the sound of those gravestones turning?
She quickly peered out through the window, and what she saw was some sort of strange spirit-like aura. It was moving all about the graveyard.
Spirits.
Say what? Spirits?
Yeah.
Wow. Must have been burning phosphorus.
Phosphorus?
Buried bodies emit it. Then it burns up and people mistake it for spirits. So, I guess those are burial plots after all.
Don't tell me stuff like that.
So that's why you've been keeping the curtains shut lately, huh?
Even with them shut, I get a real uneasy feeling here in Naoto. Like I'm being watched from outside by hundreds of eyes. But nobody's ever there when I peek through the curtains.
I'm sure it's all in your head.
But the headstone really was turned. Go see for yourself if you think I'm lying.
And so, the two of them journeyed out to the graveyard, walking about through those tombstones. Hey, you're right. It is turned. Mimi, check out that grave over there. The headstone has been flipped completely backwards. Not just there. If you look around, lots of graves are facing different directions.
So I was right. Every night, more and more graves are turning. It's gotta be a curse or something.
Are you serious? Graves don't just move on their own, somebody moved them. But who would move all these? There's so many. Mimi, let's get back inside.
Huh? Why? What happened?
Two of them quickly ran back into her apartment, slamming the door behind them. And the boyfriend, he moved toward the curtain and quickly peered outside. What they saw, they couldn't believe their very eyes. Mimi, every grave in the area is facing us. It wasn't like this before, was it?
Oh my god, you're right. I hadn't noticed. They were facing the other way before.
That's probably why you felt like you're being watched. All these graves were faced toward you. It's just a feeling, though.
Man, why is this?
Mimi, is that your next door neighbor?
Oh, yeah. He's always out there working out.
Huh? Due to the strange events, he decided to stay late into the night. Mimi, what time is it now?
2 a.m. should start any minute now.
Just like the night before, the strange sound began. He turned on the lights and opened up the curtain, and what they saw was that strange aura once again, traveling about the graveyard. It continued to traverse about until finally, it moved toward a strange silhouette. That was when they realized, hey, it's a person! Someone's out there! It was an unmistakable silhouette. That man was pulling out the gravestone. Wow! That's your neighbor. So, he's been doing this. But why? You. He did a dramatic pose and then he moved toward another gravestone, stopping for a moment and then grabbing it with both arms. Hey, you! What are you doing out there? What happened? Let's go check it out. The two of them ventured out in the darkness toward that man. Was around here. That was when they saw him. What? He had fallen into a grave right next to a skeleton. He fell into an open grave! Hey, you alright, mister? Mimi, let's just call 911!
The police arrived right away. They took the man back to the station for questioning. The next day, people gathered at the cemetery after realizing what had happened. Obviously, no one was pleased.
Can you believe this? Of all the directions, why'd we have to pick north? We better fix these quick. Damn, it's heavy!
And so, in time, the gravestones were returned, back to their original positions.
That jerk better compensate us. These cranes ain't cheap. The two of them watched from inside her apartment. I still don't get it though. Why was that guy moving all the graves?
It's a mystery, I guess, but I just can't believe these are all burial plots. I wish I could ditch this place fast. No money for that, though.
Well, it's not like those corpses are gonna come crawling out of the ground. You've just gotta get your mind off those spirits and you'll be fine.
I'd rather not deal with them altogether.
Later that day. Well, I'll see ya, Mimi.
Okay. Take care getting home.
Huh? He's back already? Guess moving graves around is only worth a slap on the wrist. As the night waned on, once again the strange happenings occurred.
It's that guy.
Huh? Hello. So sorry about last night. Those officers sure gave me a talking to. It's just that I love basking all the attention. It's my ultimate pleasure.
The attention?
From the graves. Well, from the ghosts, I should say. Being watched by all those ghosts is the ultimate ecstasy. Once again, she heard the strange scraping noise.
Huh? Again, it never ends.
For you see, in the graveyard, that strange, muscular neighbor was once again turning the orientation of the graves.
He's gonna move all the graves so they're facing us again. Hasn't he learned a damn thing? This is so wrong. There's spirits flying everywhere. And this guy shifting graves around in the middle of the night? And also he can show off his body to them? He's nuts. Must have lived a very lonely life up until now. Nobody paid him any attention. So now he's turned to these graves for it.
He continued to pose strangely and then moved toward another stone. You... But something was not quite right about this gravestone. It had all kinds of strange, otherworldly faces on it. Not to mention a weird symbol. You... But it wasn't just the one gravestone. It was the entire graveyard. Each one of them, as if they were staring right at Mimi. She screamed at the top of her lungs, closing the blinds and hiding under her blankets.
I spent the rest of the night shivering under that blanket. The graves really were watching me. So very many gazing eyes. The next day, people in the neighborhood discovered he'd been moving the graves again, and they started to protest. He couldn't exactly stick around after that, and it wasn't long before he moved away. I'm not sure what happened to him after that. I wonder if he's doing the same thing at some other cemetery. Afterward, The graves behind that apartment building were all returned again to their original positions. However, a few graves by my veranda were left untouched. It seems they weren't being kept by anyone. And so it is that they continue, gazing at me from across the veranda.
Story number 2. The mayor said he'd be waiting at the pass, said a young doctor as he made his way through a dark woods, until finally, a man emerged. The doctor slammed on the brakes as his car came to a halt. He opened his car door and introduced himself. "Hello, I'm Dr. Furuhata." The two of them looked at one another for a moment, and then the mayor enunciated. "Thank you for coming. I'm the mayor of Shirusuna." The mayor did not look well at all. "The village is this way. There's no road in. It must be inconvenient for you, coming all the way from the city." "Are there plans to build a road? I'm sure it would be good for development around here." "The villagers do not wish for development." The two of them rustled through the bushes as they ever so slowly approached the village. As we approached the village, things felt strange, worrying me. Despite the fact that it was late autumn, the air was warm and humid. The buildings seemed transplanted from another era. Power lines were strung artlessly on maimed trees. The grass grew wild, and the villagers' faces were all pale and sickly. There's a slight vibration coming from somewhere. The trees are swaying in time with the regular echo of it. Maybe it's just in my head. "Mr. Mayor?" "Yes." "I sense a slight vibration. What is it?" "A vibration. I can't feel anything." The two of them made their way toward a house. The label on it read, "Shiro Suna Clinic." They entered inside and grabbed a seat as the two of them began to talk. "The last doctor died 10 years ago, and we haven't had a new one since. You can't imagine how delighted I am that a doctor as magnificent as yourself would come to this remote village. Personally, for the kind of doctor I wish to be, I believe the path of rural medicine is truly the right one. This is Shizu Kikugami. She's been the village nurse for quite some time. She'll be working as your assistant, Dr. Furuhata." "Wonderful. I look forward to working together."
"Hello. Pleasure to meet you."
"Please ask Mrs. Kikugami any questions you might have about the village. And of course, I'll also do whatever I can. Oh, and there's no indoor plumbing in this village. Please use the well out back. The water turns red sometimes, but it's nothing to worry about. It's an old well, so I suppose there's some rust down there. There's no issue with the quality of the water. Well then, Doctor, I'll be on my way." "All right. I'll begin seeing patients first thing tomorrow." "My goodness. Thank you so much. Oh, the wind's picked up. Might blow hard tonight." And so it was true. As the night waned on, so did the wind pick up. causing the wooden panels to fly about. It really did turn into quite the storm.
Dr. Furuhata, I'm all done for today.
Thanks for staying late, Miss Kikugami. I'll see you tomorrow. By the way, Miss Kikugami, I found these old medical records while going through the bookshelf. It seems that many patients in the village are anemic, and everyone does look quite pale. I hope you don't mind me asking, but do you suffer from anemia as well?
Yes, it's just as you say.
I knew it. I wonder what's causing it.
This village has never had much to do with other towns. We've married our relatives over the years, so perhaps we inherited the constitution of the village pioneers.
I see. Genetics. That would explain why so many villagers have type AB blood. It's strange for AB to be so common in a population. It's normally the least common type. What's your blood type, Miss Kikugami?
AB.
Is that right? I'm type O myself. They say AB used to be advantageous. After all, AB people can get blood transfusions from any other blood type. Conversely, people of type O can donate to any other blood type, but can't receive blood from them. The blood agglutinates. In other words, it hardens. I feel like I drew a bad hand with type O, but currently, as a general rule, you only get a transfusion of the same blood type. The next day...
Next, please.
You're also terribly pale. Are you eating properly?
Yes, but I just feel so weary.
Well, as pale as you are, that's no wonder. Let me see. Strange. This patient. I can't hear his heartbeat. That's absurd. It must be too weak to be heard. Miss Kikugami, take this patient's blood pressure. Miss Kikugami.
Doctor, we have an urgent case.
What? Two girls entered into the doctor's office, one of them with blood pouring everywhere from their body, her eyes bloodshot and white. What happened?
She's my sister, and she just started bleeding. Please help her bandage.
She's losing so much blood. Did she get hit by a car?
No, she was just playing outside, and she started bleeding.
She started bleeding. Why? Did you hurt yourself? Your head?
No, doctor. She is merely bleeding. Please bandage her quick.
Just started? So then maybe it's some disease.
Doctor, there's no need for concern. This often happens here. If you leave it, the bleeding will stop on its own.
What? Miss Kikugami, what do you mean? Do the villagers always bleed like this?
Yes, it often happens to me too.
Me too. Just like her, every part of our body will suddenly start bleeding non-stop.
If that's the case, then we can't simply leave it be. What if it's some kind of disease? She should be examined at a larger hospital.
Ugh, I don't want that. We don't wish to leave the village.
Well, at any rate, I'd like to take some blood from your sister and run some tests. Please, bring her again tomorrow. Make sure she doesn't eat breakfast.
Okay.
But the poor doctor had a bad feeling about it all. What a strange village. All the patients are so strange. A mosquito. This season? But that was when he noticed an uprooted tree. It had collapsed onto the ground. I guess one of the old trees they use as electrical poles fell in the storm last night. He soon noticed a peculiar crimson liquid emerging from underneath the tree. Is this blood? It looks like blood. I guess someone got pinned by the tree. But where are they? No one with this kind of injuries has been to the clinic. That little girl. Impossible. There's no way a child like that could lose this much blood and live. A large amount of blood was already congealing where the tree had been ripped up. Maybe a bear? Later that night. Yes, Professor Shibata. I've never seen anything like it. Apparently, many other villagers have experienced the same blood loss. Could the cause be genetic? Or perhaps some kind of virus?
I can't really say unless I see it with my own eyes. But I am interested, Furuhata. Send me that patient's blood sample at any rate. I'll take a look.
You will? Thank you, Professor. Yes. But little did he know that the strange young woman had her eyes on him. What could she have planned for the good Dr. Furuhata? The next day, there were all kinds of patients waiting in the waiting room. Dr. Furuhata called. Next patient, please.
It's Tsunagami.
I'm here.
The good doctor looked over at her and said, "Oh, where's your sister?"
She's unable to make it since she had already eaten her breakfast, so I'm coming in her place for the checkup. I want to help you.
That's what I'm here for, to help. Investigating this illness isn't for my sake, it's for yours. Alright, sit down. We'll take some blood. Miss Kikugami, set that up, please. And so, I'm passed. After 2 weeks in this village, I still felt strangely anxious about the place.
Doctor, is the checkup report ready?
Ryo Tsunagami has been coming to the clinic every day. No, not yet, unfortunately, but it's strange. Ryo, you look much better than you did before. Have you been eating healthy like I instructed?
No, I've always been like that. Youngsters are all like that because the recovery system is good. Even if they bleed, the blood will be restored in no time. However, when we are almost fully recovered, our body will lose blood again, and will once become pale. But I like the pale me better. I look prettier in that look.
Later that night, Dr. Furuhata was having a hard time sleeping. I can't sleep. It's strangely humid. I'm thirsty. And so, he made his way out toward that well, fetching a pail of water and beginning to drink. The water tastes terrible as ever, rusty, or maybe coppery. It tastes almost like there's blood in it. Now I feel even worse. Maybe a little air will help. The doctor journeyed around the village that night and pulled out a smoke. I can feel it so clearly on a night like this. That strange vibration. I can hear it perfectly. Where is that sound coming from? It's getting louder. There's something up ahead.
Doctor!
Huh? It was Miss Tsunagami. Tsunagami, what are you doing here? You shouldn't be walking alone out here at night.
I'm heading to the shrine in front to make a wish. You may come with me if it's convenient.
And just like that, the two of them journeyed toward the shrine.
Doctor, I heard that the shrine is used to offer young girls' blood as a god's offering. Until now, while making a wish, we will offer our blood to the shrine's ground. I come here to make wishes frequently too, making the use of the chance when my body is replenished with blood. Like this.
Stop!
I wish to spend my remaining life with Dr. Furuhara.
No! You have to stop this! Come on now! Stop this bleeding! But in a horrific turn of events, blood began to ooze all over her body, dripping down and staining her white gown.
Doctor, feels like it's starting soon.
Tsunagami! She collapsed to the ground. There's so much blood! If you lose this much blood, Tsunagami, stay with me! The ocean of blood that came from Ryu Tsunagami's body was sucked into the ground before my eyes.
Doctor, I'm going back.
And just like that, she staggered away into the moonlight, as the doctor could only but watch in awe. As the night waned on, he went and grabbed a shovel. There's something there, something in the shrine grounds. And so, he began to dig. Hit after hit, until finally, he found something. It looked as if it was a network of veins. But how could this be? What is this? Tree roots? No. Lukewarm. Soft. Almost like blood vessels. Is this blood? They're like an animal's veins. They're bleeding. I cut them with the shovel. What on earth? That substance that oozed from the vein-like objects eventually began to harden into a jelly. Just like blood coagulating on a wound. I took a sample home with me, placing the samples into a blood vat and examining. No mistake, this is blood, and it's human blood, type AB. Below the ground at that shrine are blood vessels with human blood in them. Later that night, at the Shirusuna village hall, I saw it, Mr. Mayor. Do the people of the village know about this? I believe this is connected with the villagers' mysterious blood loss. Doctor, you must have been dreaming. The idea of human blood flowing beneath the earth is simply... Then come and take a look with me. If you saw it for yourself, you would... Unfortunately, I'm quite busy. The mayor wouldn't even consider what I had to say. When I thought about it, it was no wonder. Huh? What he saw was a villager dripping blood, staggering about the pathway as the blood coagulated against the ground. The blood, it's instantly absorbed by the earth. The same as at the shrine. And so he began to dig. What if under here as well?
Isn't that the new doctor?
What's he doing over there?
As he continued to dig, he eventually hit something. He couldn't believe his eyes. It was those veins once again. These are arteries. All of you, here, look at this. These are blood vessels, and there's human blood flowing through them. Can you believe this? Human blood is cycling through the ground. This is probably related to your illness. But none of them said a word. The blood that comes out of your bodies gets sucked up by the earth, and below are abnormally thick blood vessels. What does this mean? I believe my theory is not mistaken. Your blood is being taken from you without your knowing it. Your blood is being absorbed by these blood vessels.
What is the doctor talking about?
Those are just tree roots. No! Do tree roots pulse? And can't you all hear that sound? It's coming from below the shrine. So, don't you think it sounds just like the pounding of a heart?
What's going on here?
Mr. Mayor! Please, look at this. These are the blood vessels I told you about. He looked at them for a moment. Then he spoke. Watch. I'll show you right now that there's blood flowing through them. He grabbed a nearby rock, placing it up toward the air, preparing to thrust into the vein.
Doctor, what are you doing? Don't do anything foolish. It's just a water pipe.
What? A water pipe? What are you talking about? Have you ever seen a water pipe like this? And there's no plumbing in this village.
Then a gas pipe.
Blood began splattering everywhere. Look! It's blood! What? What's happening? Oh no! Such incredible pressure! The doctor quickly untied his tie, using it to bandage the vein. The blood leaving the artery is being taken from the villagers. I never dreamed this would happen. I have to hurry and suture the wound. I can see them. I didn't notice them before, but the ground looks transparent to me now. What he saw was an entire network of those blood vessels, flowing all about the village, seeking any blood it could find. Inside the village, all the villagers were hurling blood, using it to supply the blood vessels. I have to hurry. Why even me? Dr. Furuhata collapsed to the ground. A few days later.
Excuse me. Is there anyone here? Furuhata.
Yes. Who's calling?
Oh, my name is Shibata. I'm with Minamizato University. I've come to speak with Dr. Furuhata about an unusual illness in this village.
I'll go get him now.
She really is quite pale.
Hello, Professor. It's been a while.
Furuhata!
And in a terrible turn of events, Dr. Furuhata too had become victim to the White Sand Village. Story number 3. You've made the right decision, Amy. It was worth spending all that time persuading you. You're going to be a hit as a model. I guarantee it. Thank you, but please. I understand that you only want us to take full body shots in fashion magazines, and I'll do everything I can to protect you from the media taking pictures however they like. But Amy looked at him with uneasy eyes. You see, ever since she was little, she has been afraid of having her picture taken, or more precisely, of her body being fragmented by photos. Up until now, she has lived her whole life refusing any photos, except those that would show her whole body. So, when she got scouted to eventually be a fashion model, she couldn't believe it. Well, I'm sure you're anxious about all kinds of things, so let's go get something to eat and talk about what will happen next. Okay. But as the two of them were walking down the studio hallway, that was when they seen a silhouette. The two of them approached the silhouette. Amy's agent then said, "Oh, Amy, let me introduce you. This is one of our established models. Her name is Fuchi." Amy looked up, and what she saw was the pale, slim complexion of Fuchi.
I'm a new model. My name's Amy. It's a pleasure to meet you,"
she said. Fuchi stood there, staring for a moment, and then she formed a sinister smile, her teeth completely jagged. Amy couldn't help but take another look, for who had teeth like that? It was as if she was a monster. In that instant, Fuchi quickly shifted by and went down the hallway.
Maybe it was just my imagination,
she thought. But to Amy's dismay, show business was not such a kind world that the agency would keep the promise to only take and print full body shots. After about a month after Amy's debut, a knee shot and a waist shot were printed in a magazine that she was contracted to.
"No!"
she screamed.
"Mr. Nomura, this wasn't in the contract!"
Calm down, Amy. The world wants close-ups of you. She soon realized that he was right. For a new model like her shouldn't be allowed to refuse anything except full body shots. That night she struggled with the conflict. Why was she afraid of anything other than full body shots to begin with? Why was she afraid of part of her body being cut away? After all, it was only a photographic image. She knew that it was ridiculous, and she didn't want to lose her job over something so silly. She realized this form of thought was putting her at a severe disadvantage compared to her competition, and it was all because of a silly phobia. She reminisced back, not being able to be in the school yearbook, not being able to put together a resume or get her passport. And because of this phobia, she had even gotten in fights with friends who had taken her photo. She had to break free. She had to overcome it.
"Right. That's right. I'll keep doing it. I'll keep modeling,"
she exclaimed. That was when she came across a picture of Fuchi in the magazine.
This girl. I wonder why she's modeling with looks like that. Ugh. With looks like what? What?
She fell to the ground and looked up, and there was Fuchi, staring down at her with a sinister grin.
When did you...
She chuckled. Later that afternoon, popular model Amy was found murdered in her apartment. Her arms and body from the waist down had been severed, and those parts have yet to be found. Additionally, a border had been made with plastic tape, strengthening the opinion that the crime was committed by some degenerate. But we have information that teeth impressions like those of a shark were found on the cross sections, and further investigation is expected. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching. I'd like to take this time to give a very special thanks to my Patreons and YouTube members. The Last Sin Eater, Motosurf, Leo, Minue, Kago, Louise V, and Lady Scare. Thank you so much everyone, and remember, you're important and you matter. Have a great night everyone. Goodbye.